You notice things other people miss, even when you wish you didn't. Not big things, not obvious things. Small shifts. The pause before someone answers. The slight change in their tone. The way their expression doesn't quite match their words. And you pick it up instantly, even when no one else does. You sit there, listening, watching, while everyone else is just existing in the moment. But you're not. You're reading between the lines, constantly. And the strange part is, you don't even try to do this. It just happens, automatically, like your brain is always running in the background, quietly scanning everything. You notice when someone's energy changes, even slightly. You notice when a reply feels different than usual. You notice when someone is pretending, when something feels forced, when something doesn't quite add up. And your mind doesn't just notice it, it holds on to it. Long after the moment is gone, long after the conversation ends, you replay it, piece by piece, word by word, trying to figure out what it really meant, what was real and what wasn't. You go back to small details most people forget instantly. A pause, a look, a tone shift, and you try to connect everything. You tell yourself, maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. But deep down, you already know. You're not imagining it. And that's where it starts to get exhausting. Because you don't just notice things, you carry them. You carry conversations long after they end. You carry small changes in people's behavior. You carry things that nobody else even realized happened. And the hardest part? No one else even knows you're carrying them. So you deal with it alone. There's a reason your brain works like this. But it's not what you think. At first, it feels like awareness. Like you're just more observant than other people. More in tune. More perceptive. And yes, you are. You do see more. You do understand more. But that's not where it came from. This kind of awareness is built. At some point in your life, your environment wasn't fully predictable. Maybe people's moods changed without warning. Maybe someone could be calm one moment and completely different the next. Maybe what people said didn't always match what they actually meant. Maybe you had to read the room just to feel safe. And maybe reacting honestly didn't always go well. So your brain adapted, quietly, without you even realizing it. You started paying closer attention, not just to words, but to tone, to timing, to expression, to silence. You learned to notice what was slightly off, because that's where the truth usually was. You learned to read between the lines, because that's where the real meaning lived. And over time, this became automatic. Now you don't just listen to people, you analyze them. You walk into a conversation already scanning, already picking up patterns, already noticing things most people miss, while everyone else is just talking. You're observing, constantly. And this is where it gets complicated, because noticing everything comes with a cost. You start questioning yourself. Did I imagine that? Am I overthinking again? Maybe it's not that deep. But then it happens again, and again, and again. The same patterns, the same signals, the same subtle inconsistencies. And deep down, you know, but you still stay quiet. Not because you don't see it, but because saying something feels risky. What if you're wrong? What if they dismiss you? What if they look at you like you're reading too much into things? So you say nothing.
You act normal. You go along with the moment. You pretend everything is fine, even when something clearly isn't. And over time, that silence builds, not in a loud way, not in a dramatic way, just slowly, quietly, like pressure sitting in your chest. You become the calm one, the one who doesn't react,
The one who understands everyone. The one people come to because you get it. But inside, your mind is constantly working, processing everything, every word, every look, every shift, trying to make sense of things that were never clearly said. And no one sees it. No one realizes how much is happening behind your silence. And that's where the loneliness starts. Because you understand people, but they don't understand you. Not because they can't, but because you never show them enough to try. You filter yourself. You hold things back. You keep your thoughts inside. And when you do that, it doesn't disappear. It builds into overthinking, into mental loops, into late-night replays you can't shut off. Moments that should have passed stay in your head for hours, sometimes days. You go over the same situation again and again, trying to find clarity, trying to be sure, trying to feel settled. But instead, you just feel more drained. And over time, you start to feel disconnected, not invisible, not ignored, just unknown. Like no one really knows what's going on inside your head. But here's the part most people get wrong about this. This awareness you have is not the problem. The ability to notice what others miss is actually rare. Most people don't read the room. Most people don't pick up on subtle shifts. Most people don't question deeper meaning. They hear words, and that's where it ends. You go deeper, and that's not a weakness. That's something your brain learned to do, to protect you. The real problem is something else. It's not that you notice everything. It's that you carry everything on your own. You don't share it. You don't release it. You don't process it out loud. You just hold it. And the more you hold, the heavier it gets. Silence feels safe, but it also creates distance. Because the more you hide what you see, the less people actually understand you, and the more alone you feel. You don't have to say everything, but you also don't have to say nothing. There's a middle ground, where you still observe, but you don't disappear. Where you still understand, but you don't carry everything by yourself. Because right now, you're always there for everyone else. You understand them. You read them. You adjust for them. But no one's really there for you. Because you never let them see what's actually going on inside. And maybe you're starting to feel that. That quiet kind of exhaustion. From always noticing everything, but never being fully seen. You are not overthinking. You are not imagining things. Your brain learned to notice patterns for a reason, and it got very good at it. But you don't have to carry all of it alone anymore. And if you've been sitting here thinking, why does this feel so accurate? Then yeah, you're exactly where you need to be.